Okay guys, today we are going to learn about why we shouldn't use plastic and why we should use reusable bags instead. Here's a handout. I'll go over this handout as we talk. So, what I'm going to be talking about is why plastic bags are an environmental problem that needs to be addressed, and I have a way to limit the number of plastic bags being used. Our planet is becoming increasingly contaminated by our unnecessary use of plastic. Plastic bags are seen as a convenient way to carry our purchased goods, but is this convenience causing more trouble than it's worth? According to OceanCrusaders.org, this year over 5 billion plastic bags were consumed. That is about 1 million bags every minute worldwide. Put one bag after another, and it would go around the world 7 times every single hour. Look around. Everywhere you look, you will see bags. They can be wrapped around trees, in fences, floating on beaches, everywhere you look. On the ground, on the parks, surrounding garbage cans, and washed onto ocean shores. If we work together to raise awareness on plastic pollution, we can begin to make a difference for yourself, the animals, and our environment. Today I'll be discussing plastic pollution, what it is, what it means, environmental health issues that arise from the use of plastic, and how we can solve the problem. So, the need step. Why is plastic pollution such a problem? SaveEarth.org describes plastic pollution as the accumulation of plastic products in the environment that adversely affect wildlife, habitat, or humans. 100% of plastic pollution is because of humans. As the world's population grows, so does the amount of garbage that people create. On-the-go lifestyles require easily disposable plastic products like little containers that you get your food in, or plastic cups, or plastic water bottles, or just plastic bags. These materials are designed to last, but for our own short-term purposes. The accumulation of these products has led to large amounts of plastic pollution around the world. Plastic bags are so lightweight that they easily get picked up by the wind and clog major canals used to drain water. Because of this, it can lead to flooding. If you don't think something as light and small as a plastic bag could cause flooding, you're wrong. For example, millions of plastic bags clog water drainage channels and sewers in the urban areas of Bangladesh. So on your picture, if you look, that's one of the canals that's clogged. And when the monsoon rain starts, streets get waterlogged just after the first few minutes because the water can't pass through the clogged sewer pipes. Residents of some cities in Bangladesh have been struggling with this flooding problem for the past 2 decades. Because of this, Mohammed Al-Masoum says, irresponsible usage and the adverse impact on the environment from the very beginning, that in less than 15 years, a ban on their use had to be imposed. So, plastic bags have only been used in Bangladesh for 15 years, and they already had to put a ban on them because recycling them costs more than it's worth. So Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh, used to have 65 canals that drained rainwater to surrounding rivers, but the number has dropped to only 43 because of the plastic bags clogging all of them. Now that you understand the gravity of the plastic bag pollution, I want to discuss the environmental health issues that can arise from the use of plastic. Plastic bags are a major concern for our environment and health. Because plastic bags are composed of major toxic pollutants, it can cause significant harm to the environment in ways as air, water, land pollution. According to Sharon Jacobson, plastic bags are difficult and costly to recycle, and most plastic bags end up on landfill grounds where they take around 300 years to photodegrade. So the bags don't degrade all the way. They just break down into smaller and smaller and smaller pieces. And because of this, those little pieces go into your groundwater, seep into the ground, and then seep down into the rivers, and then they run into the rivers into everybody's drinking water. So they never actually break down. Animals accidentally indigest them. So unlike organic matter found in living things, plastic does not provide energy or nutrients to animals in need. So because of our unnecessary use of plastic bags, all the animals are being contaminated also. So sea turtles and whales go up the water for food but end up with plastic bags. Seabirds skim the water for fish, eggs instead end up with plastic pellets. Young albatross have been found dead from starvation with their bellies full of plastic garbage. And zooplankton, which is a large range of animals, like little crabfish and plankton, couldn't think of the name, So they're found full of microplastic, and because of this, it affects your whole food chain because the smallest animals are being eaten by the biggest ones, and so they're all contaminated. So our unnecessary use of plastic is affecting every part of our environment, from the organisms in the soil to the birds of the air. We can begin to make a change of lowering plastic pollution. By raising awareness, talk to your local stores and help them understand the gravity of plastic pollution and an easy solution to the problem. Being conscious of our choices and encourage everyone around you to think twice before they throw away plastic bags or use unnecessary plastic bags to bag their goods. Third step is to take action. So most importantly, I've developed a solution to lower the number of plastic bags being used. Every large grocery store receives their items in cardboard boxes. These boxes are usually crushed up and sent away to be recycled. But what if instead of recycling those boxes, they offer them at the end of the grocery aisle instead of the bags? So instead of offering plastic first, they offer the boxes. And so instead, you could take the boxes home and reuse them, bring them back, or recycle them yourselves. So by doing this, then it's a quick and easy way to limit your use of plastic bags. So imagine the 100,000 marine creatures and 1 million birds that die from plastic entanglement and indigestion get to live. Imagine no more plastic bags floating around entangled in trees. Imagine no more plastic pollutants entering our soil and contaminating our water supply. A small change can make a big impact. Let's imagine our oceans and dumps free of plastic as we review. Plastic never goes away. Like I mentioned, plastic just gets smaller and smaller. It doesn't biodegrade. Plastic affects health and spoils our groundwater. All landfills in the world are filled with plastic. No matter where, they just bury it and it just breaks down into smaller pieces. So that way, it's contaminating the groundwater. The bags threaten wildlife. Wildlife is found tangled in plastic. They eat the plastic particles and feed it to their young, and they end up dead or they starve to death. Our food chain is poisoned. The smallest creatures in the world, such as plankton, are consuming these tiny particles, and because of this, it is causing harm to all animals. Plastic is very expensive to cycle. Clean Air Council states recycling 1 ton of plastic bags costs $4,000, while the recycled product can only be sold for $32. So if you look at the handout, in 2004, the city of San Francisco estimated the cost of cleanup in landfill at 17 cents per bag. Here's how they calculated the cost per bag for the 50 million bags used in the city per year. So, contamination and recycling stream is 2.2 cents per bag. Collection and disposing of bags is 7.2 cents per bag. Removing bags from the streets, 5.2 cents per bag. Processing in landfills, 2.4 cents per bag. For a total bag in San Francisco alone, total cost per bag in San Francisco alone is $849 million per year.
$8.49 million per year.
Which could equal out to be 17 cents per bag.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. So start now. Talk with your local stores and explain and educate them on the severity of plastic pollution. Help them to understand that by refusing to use plastic and offering reusable resources that they could help eliminate environmental pollution and protect endangered animals. Start today and be the change the world needs. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah. Good. Very informative.
It recorded it, buddy.